what up though? Mic check 1 2 1 3. Man, I gotta shave. This is vacation face right here. I haven't looked at myself in a minute. Oops. Let me make sure my stuff is legit. Mic check 1 2 1 3. Mic check 1 2 1 3. Make sure we are good to go. Make sure we are good to go. Back at the studio. Hopefully, if I can get everything together. I don't know if I like that. We're gonna make it work though. Nothing's perfect. We working on it. All right. Can you hear me? And can you see me? Hi from Virginia. How are you in the chat? How are you in the chat? What's up, Virginia? All right, so I'm gonna keep it real. If y'all are able to type in here and you are not a member of the Sacrifice for Riches Discord and or YouTube community, then you kind of lucked out today, because I tried to set it up where it was a members only chat. I want everybody to know that these rapid fire chart analysis, these live streams are designed to be public, but only supposed to be chattable, right? I guess is the word I'm using, for members exclusively. That didn't work apparently, maybe because it's an old settings that I used. It is what it is, but it is what it is. I think I'm just gonna roll with it. It is what it is. I can't really say anything about it. So shout out to Virginia. I just sent some mail to Virginia. The queen is in the building. I'm special. What's up, Shimon? What's up, big dog? Special. Yeah. I see Wiltleby, Shelly, Alex, Jeff, Shimon, my dog, Don, E. Rich. I see you, Road Life. Thank y'all for tuning in. Your boy was on vacation for 5 days. I still did what I can to help feed the family. And when I say feed the family, I mean I shared the plays that I was looking at, and hopefully y'all ate with me. So, and I know a lot of you did. Man, I gotta clean up. Hold up. I gotta clean up. Don't mind my beard. I need to put a face filter on right now. So I'm gonna let people trickle in. And let me share, because this is now like more public, I'm gonna share this real quick, and then we're gonna dive in to some recap, and then we're gonna dive into that live chart analysis. And I don't have my timer with me today. I don't even have my light with me today, so I got some things to clean up. But give me a minute. Add everyone. Let's do this. Live now for rapid fire charts and Nvidia and SoFi and silver breakdown. We're gonna do it all. All right, let me take a sip. All right, is the mic good? And is the background music good? Give me a 1 in the chat if we're clean, right? When you see me change this scene, I'm gonna ask you again, because the last thing I wanna do is keep talking and then y'all start placing your bets as far as how long it's gonna take Rel to look at the chat and notice that you can't hear them. So we not on that today. If you have tickers, please store them, right? I will let you know when I'm going to be looking for tickers. I'm not going to scroll through this chat right now and look for tickers that you're posting at this moment. When I say go, that's when you start putting the tickers in. Those that name that is highlighted in green will get priority. Why? Because they're Sacrifice for Riches YouTube community members, and they pay to support this channel, to support the community, so they take precedence. After I take care of them, then I'm take care of the rest of everybody else that's here tuned in, getting down with your boys. So I love doing these, because especially when I'm out, like coming back from vacation, it allows me to kind of get back in my flow, in my rhythm. So y'all are helping me just as much as I'm helping you, and we're about to get busy. We about to get busy. All right. All right. We got some explosions on crypto. I've not looked at my crypto. That's like the best thing to do with crypto is just to set it, forget it, and not look at it. So hold on, let me take a quick peek. I'm not heavy in crypto, but I still like it when my account goes up. What? What? Oh, all right. Dang. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. We on rockets, and I called out XRP. I called out XRP when everybody was afraid and ready to sell. I had to step in and let everybody know what time it was. It was not a time to panic sell. It was a time to load up. And I said what I said, and then that I think our boy Jumpman that's over at KGU, he hopped on his live trade, and he let the people know that your boy was on this stuff, you know. And when you get validation from a crypto king like that, psst, pat myself on the back. Thanks, Jumpman. Shout out to you, dog. Pat myself on the back. All right. So, is this futures? Kiara. Pretty name, by the way. No, this is not futures right now, but I will be doing live trading for members exclusively, and that will include futures trading. But you have to be a Megalodon or above to get access to that. So, hey, Greg, you the real MVP. All right. You're going to have your channel, and you'll be like, I'm going to be like, you got the juice now. We're going to do that. Giving it to the family. KGU in the building. Let's go. All right. So, thank y'all for the ones. Thank y'all for the ones. Thank y'all for KGU. By the way, this right here, y'all see how dope this is? My wife made this to represent you. Boy, she made this. It's cold in this basement. So she made me a themed, I don't know, blanket. All I know is that she a goat. She a goat. Hey, y'all just see me disappear. So I'm about to cover my legs up because somebody gonna call me out for having nubby knees. So whoever said that, that's a member. Skip you. I'm calling you out. Talking about my knees. Silver is always a good one, big dog. It's just a matter of patience. Okay, let's go. Okay, so this is what's gonna go down today. I'm back from vacation. I got a lot going on, so I can't kill a lot of time. So what's gonna happen today? I'm going to cover Nvidia. I'm going to cover SoFi, and I'm going to cover silver real quick, right? Why? Because those are the plays I called out multiple times during my vacation, right? And we're even in a trade right now. We did a live trading session earlier today where we covered Nvidia after we already took profits on 2 other Nvidia callouts from yesterday and this morning. So we're just living in Nvidia right now. So, yeah. Hey, when he smoked me with the nubby knees, I couldn't help but laugh, man. Made me want to cover him up. You know when somebody call you out and you want to cover up? Yeah, I'll own it. Made me feel a little self-conscious about my knees. Now I got to get my knees done. Like, I don't know. Okay, so that's what's going to happen. So then after I cover those things, I'm going to hit it right away with the rapid fire chart analysis. For those that are new here, the rapid fire chart analysis, this is a live stream to which I go live. I bring up the charts. I ask the community for tickers of interest. I take those tickers and I do a quick rundown as far as what I see, as far as direction, whatever, right? It's helpful if you give me some context. So I am speaking to what you're looking at. So for example, if you're looking like to go long, let's say on Apple, and you say, man, all day I was thinking about getting to Apple's for a call. Maybe I'll do it in the morning, but I'm not sure. Rel, Apple calls. That's okay. You can just tell me Apple calls. And that's you telling me what you're thinking or what you're interested in, and then I'm going to speak frankly. I could say no, I don't see calls. I see some chop, I see sideways, or I can see a sell off or whatever. I'll speak to what I see, but at the very least, as I'm doing my analysis, it's directed based on what you inserted in the comments. Instead of just putting Apple, then me giving some broad scope like analysis, you can give me some details and I can speak to a little bit of the details. It doesn't need to be a sentence or a paragraph. This is about being quick. So Apple calls, Apple shorts, Tesla long position, right? Buying shares of Tesla, whatever. Selling my position, selling out of SoFi, whatever it is. Just give me something quick so I know what you're thinking. So when I'm processing my analytics, I can speak to that, and I'm speaking more directly to you instead of broadly. Okay, so I'm cold and I got my blanket. your boy's chilly. All right, man, crypto looks amazing. But anyway, all right, so that's that. Thank y'all for the 53 people here that's watching, if not more. I can't tell. Please take the time to do the like button. Okay, I'm gonna pause because the amount of time it takes me to click and move over to the charts is about how long it can take you to hit the like button for your boy. Actually, I think you're faster than me. Let's see who can beat me to the like button. All right. Okay, so we're gonna flip over and we're gonna see what's going down. All right, let me know if you can see my chart, and let me know if you can hear and see me. I'm not looking at any tickers yet. So again, you will get the signal when it's time to let me know what you're thinking. All right. But I need a one in the chat if you can hear me and you can see me. Outstanding. Okay. All right, appreciate it. Okay, so we're going to talk about Nvidia first. All right. So just real quick, I've been giving lessons consistently about neutral positions, right? I'm going to do a class probably. I'll do it when I can, right? I wanted to do it today or next week or tomorrow, but I have my sister coming up, so I might not be able to make it happen. Busy work week coming back from vacation. But nonetheless, we've been talking about neutral positions, and I'm going to do a training on those exclusively in the various types of neutral positions there are. That way we know what to look for. But essentially, if you can identify when a neutral position is being formed or neutral chart patterns being formed, you're less likely to hop in to a play like all willy-nilly and risk getting smoked either by theta or by this chap that you see right here. So first, with Nvidia, we called the position here, down here, and then it popped, okay? No mystery. Actually, it was right here. I drew it up. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I drew this up as a neutral position, right? And if you were here, you were here. But we busted out of it, and then we went on a rocket. And this morning, right, from Tuesday to this morning, if you got out at open, you were sitting at 100+%, right? 110% if I'm not mistaken. I was asleep when this happened. No lie. All right, hold on, was this? Yep, okay, so then we fell down, but we're above my level. We're above a buy side imbalance, and then we're above my level here, a take profit target of 162.71. So this morning, I called this as well. I called this neutral position and this breakout. I caught it multiple times, and then we ran up, and then I said, hey, this is a time to get out. Why? Because we have hit supply. But at the same time, this is around the time after all of this happened, this sell-off and stuff happened, I had hopped on for a live trading session, and that was around this time right here, around 1 p.m. Okay, so at 1 p.m. I identified that this leg down was our what, right? This formed our golden pocket, right? So we're looking and waiting for us to breach this area. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna be quick. This is that golden pocket. Breach this area for us to confirm for more upside. So we were looking for confirmation above the base of this at 163.20. We rode this wave up. Then guess what we did? We were looking to exit and potentially short at this identified supply zone, which what happened, right? If you zoom in, you see that we formed a doji candle as we entered supply, and then this was our opportunity to exit. But at the same time, we then formed another symmetrical triangle, which is a neutral position. Okay, so where is my here? Okay, hopefully y'all can see everything. Okay, so we came in, we formed this position, and we failed to break back above into our supply zone at 164.29, and then so we were short, right? We were short on the live trade, and we rolled this wave down to here, if I'm not mistaken. Before this happened, we rode this wave down, and then now we're in the neutral position, and now I'm in another short, holding overnight. But I called that, okay? I called that. Will it hold? I don't know. Anything can happen overnight. It's a risk. It's a gamble. It is what it is. But I'm banking on the fact that we failed to break supply, and we fell into a neutral position here, which gives me a 52% chance towards downside. Don't get it twisted. We are still in a technical uptrend if you zoom out. We just we do not have a higher high at this point, right? So, but anyway, that's that. We're waiting to see what happens with this. The market could surprise us, and it can rocket right through the supply zone and form new highs on Nvidia. But it'd be great if it just fell back down to 162.48. Anyway, now moving on to silver. Silver, kind of a similar situation, right? I called silver forever ago, and I keep talking about it. And even though we're seeing all of this noise, I did not sell my position. And I told everybody that I didn't, and I told everybody why. And essentially, that's because I've identified the pattern, and I am not fearful. So I decided to hold on until my play was invalidated. This is still trading within the pattern, which tells me that my trade is still valid. And sure enough, we ran up. And technically, the take profit target was here at 33.69. However, we've crushed that, and now I have a target of 34.89. Hopefully we hit it. If we don't, it is what it is. But ultimately, if you were paying attention, even if you held off and waited till we found confirmation above max take profit 1 of 33.39, you still would have been good. Even though this doesn't look like much from this line to this line, as far as the dollar value goes, you have to understand that silver prints dollars, right? It prints dollars, especially once you're intrinsic, when your options contract has intrinsic value. So essentially, the contract, the next available contract strike price was 33.50. Well, that's right here, right? So you're well within intrinsic value on this contract if you played it correctly, right? So just know we made some good moves and we're printing. Okay, now the last piece is SoFi. I covered this already. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this, but I did go live from the hotel on my cell phone to test out this new software. And essentially what I said was we need to break above 2067 and confirm there in order for us to be more bullish towards the upside, which my next target or my max take profit target would be 24.65. Essentially, if SoFi breaks below 20.67 and we confirm below this level, then I would not be surprised if we fell all the way down to $17. Okay, that is fine, right? $17, and then take profit target 1 would be 1893, and then take profit 2 would be, or max take profit would be 1753 to 1710. Okay, so just keep that in mind. All right, I just gave you out some nuggets. Hopefully it helps you. And if you want to be in on some of these plays and then live trade with me, then you have to become a Megalodon. Or if you're a member of KGU, do consider upgrading to be a doctorate tier member. If you need the link, let me know. I'll put it in the comments. But for now, that is what I got for you. Okay, so let me take a pause. Let me look at the comments and then take a drink. And then we're going to hit the 15-minute rapid fire chart analysis. So did that all make sense? Was any of that helpful to anybody in the chat? Put a 1 in the chat if what I just said and went through was helpful. All right, so let's see here. Analytics. All right, so I'm not starting this. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna be real petty. All right, we have 59 people viewing, and I only have 39 likes. I need y'all to do me the one solid and put up hit the like button for your boy. All right, that's all I ask. If somebody, I'm not a millionaire, but I've seen the map laid out as far as how to get there, right? And I have a lot of information with all the mistakes I've made over the years. And if somebody told me that they're willing to share all of the knowledge that they've learned in 5 years with me, and all the thing I have to do is hit one button, then guess what I'm doing? I'm pressing the button. So do your boy a favor and hit the like button. I really, really, really appreciate it. I'm gonna pause and let everybody do that, and then I'm gonna get into it, okay? Monique, to be clear on the silver, I'm holding till I've made enough. No, it might not make it all the way up there, right? I have to, when I've made enough profits, I'm gonna just kill it, because you just never know with silver, right? My expiration for silver is 7/18. I don't want to hold it over the weekend, so let's put it like that. I prefer to sell it tomorrow if I can. I see the likes ramping up. I got 9 more to go. Can I get 9 more likes? Did somebody just unlike me? I think you accidentally pressed the button twice. I can see it. I can see you unlike me. All right. All right. Let me read the comments, and then we're going to get into why we're all here today. First time here, Zebo. Hey, shout out to you, man. Thanks for letting me know. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much, man. I'm sure, I mean, you being in this market, you probably see a lot of traders doing this. So hopefully I'm able to add some level of value to you and your journey, man. So thanks for being here. Thanks for tapping in. One little tap. You're right. Already hit the like. Love it. Got to hit the like button. It's a free game. Shout out to you, Zeke. All right. Whoever unlike you different. Hey, Denise with the $2. Thank you, Queen. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much, Queen. I hit the like button, but I can't get into chat. You always had some issues. How can you not get into chat, but you can send a super chat? That is interesting. I'm sorry. I wish I could do something to help you out. Let me see if I can do something to help you out. No. Give me a minute. I'm just taking a peek. Live chats, everything's there. I can't, there's nothing on my end that's wrong. But thank you so much for the super chat. First time. Hey, Denia, hopefully I'm saying your name right. Thank you so much for being here and letting me know that's your first time. You too, Wingman. Shout out to y'all. Lisa, love to see you here, Queen. Okay. All right. I appreciate the ramp up of the likes. I know there's still a couple people here that probably didn't hit it, but if you can, for the kindness of your heart, I appreciate it if you do it. So let's get back to business. Whew. Rapid fire chart analysis. Okay. So we're officially about to start the rapid fire chart analysis. Okay. So please do me a favor. Get your thoughts together. Get your tickers ready. And when I say go, launch them. And I'm gonna do my best to whip through them, make sense, and keep it moving. All right. So, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, send it. What we got for a ticker? First ticker. All right. If I don't see any green, I'm grabbing the first gray I see. If you're on your phone. All right. So IWM. I've already done this today. All right. So, and I told everybody, if you were part of the live trading session, we had this uptrend that we were working this channel, right? And I said, if we broke through under this channel and fell underneath 225.51, we're likely going to fall back down and retest this golden pocket. We didn't quite make it there, but that was a decent move, almost a dollar, a little bit more than a dollar move to the downside. As far as where we're going, I can't tell you, not yet. The only thing I can say is confirmation above 225.51, calls. Confirmation or rejection below, puts. Using a 15-minute chart or time frame, I do notice that we have a supply zone here. So that tells me that we're likely to have some sellers right here, and we're gonna have troubles. We're gonna have troubles breaking through 225.15. So my guy, if you're looking to play IWM, then I'd be looking to see what price is doing as we approach this level. If volume is slowing down, right, as we're approaching this level, and then you see a doji candle followed by like a strong, like solid red bar, then that's telling you that likely this move right back here to the upside is a reversal, and we're likely to sell off, right, or continue towards the downside again to potentially retest 224.46, which would be my take profit target. Okay, that's what I got for you on that. Next, what we got? Hold up. All right. AMZN. Looking at Amazon calls to 225. I appreciate that context, Alex. So I talked about this during the live trading session. If you are not a Megalodon or a doctorate tier member, then you were not privy to some of this information. Essentially, I'm not touching Amazon calls unless we can break above with bullish momentum and confirm above 224.49. That's all I can tell you right now. And then my take profit targets is pretty much these points right here. Okay. Right. 227.97 and 231.28. If we happen, right, to make it all the way to here and we fail, I'm going to tell you what could happen. We could break out, right? And then instantly it'll be a top wick. A top wick. I don't care if this bar is green and there's a top wick. If there's a lot more wick than body, and watch for that second candle. And if that second candle is red or if it's top wicked, then prepare for sell off coming back into this zone. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. So again, know where you are with Amazon, because it's probably gonna pull back on you if that happens. All right, so otherwise, again, you're looking to short it if we fail to break through it. But 1, 2, 3, 4 touches, it's trying, but it's not getting there yet. Okay, so just be mindful of what you're doing. Okay, I'm interested in Amazon, so if I'm interested in a play, I might spend a little bit extra time on it. So, and I'm all about neutral positions if I can spot them. Right? So we're trying to figure out if we're going to go up or go down. So be mindful. You are in a neutral pattern. So anyway, moving on. Rivian, RIVN. Oh my God, trash. All right, trash Rivian. I already have this set up. This was a previous demand zone that we had buying opportunity, right? What happened? This demand zone became a passive zone. I talk in my training about the difference between passive zones and aggressive zones. This is a passive zone, and we finally got to a point where a direction was made, and we're failing to break through. Okay, so Rivian, not looking too hot. The only way I'm looking to get into a Rivian play is if you're seeing bullish momentum through this demand zone, which is above 1341, and we live above the line, right? So we have bullish momentum, meaning volume, right? And price action is pushing through it, and then we confirm above it. This will be a super tight stop loss for me, meaning that if we break and I decide, I'm just gonna get in the moment we break through, then my stop loss is right below this level on Rivian. So hopefully that helps. Max take profit target is gonna be the top of this demand zone at 1395, but second max would be, hold up, because I got a lot going on with Rivian. Obviously, I can kind of see that we were in a neutral position, this green line, and we broke through and we came back and fell back inside of it. So again, when you fall back into a neutral position, you have to be careful, right? Because we're living in it. So we could come down to retest down here around $11 on Rivian. Just know, okay? Just know. I'm drawing this line right here for reference because we're kind of bullish for as long as we stay above it, right? But we still have this wall to deal with. I'm sorry that took too long. I shouldn't even spend that much time on Rivian. I'm not doing GME right now with it one at a time. Queen. All right, so MU. So MU, we talked about this, and if you grabbed it, great. But I guarantee you that I spoke to this neutral position, and I said that there will likely be a false breakdown before it takes off. And now that's kind of where we are. So with this particular stock, we're looking at 121.81. Confirmation above this line is going to give you more room to the upside, okay? But you have to understand that this is a chop zone, okay? There's a point of control here to an extent, okay? So let's see if I can zoom in and make more sense of it for you. Because this could be a nice play for somebody. We've already missed it once because I drew up the play. We already drew it up. I know it's a lot going on my screen, so just bear with me. All right. So it's as expected. After you see a run up like this, you typically fall into a type of a neutral position again because the market moves so much. It's now trying to figure out its direction. So as it sits, this could expand out a little bit more, but market is trying to find its direction with this stock. So this line is key, 121.81. If we can bounce strongly here, then great, right? We might go and retest 137.76. If we fail, then I can see us coming on down, where our take profit target is going to be at 117.91. Okay, that'll be the first take profit target. Green. Okay, and then I'll put the take profit target here. So entry is a break, or you can play the low, right? The ascending line of support or the descending line of resistance, whichever direction you're choosing to play it. Just understand that this line right here is important, and if we can stay above it, we're more bullish than bearish. Okay, next up. Hey Alex, I appreciate that, dog. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. All right, coin. Whew. My God, guys. Okay. All right. I want you to see that y'all see this line that I drew of 333.57. Like, my levels are hitting like nobody's business, and I am upset with myself that I'm not catching everything. But we can't catch everything. But we broke my level, we came back, we retested, and then now we're on the rocket. So I can't really even. Now you're asking me what? Are you asking for, like, are you asking to get into a call? Are you asking about hopping into like some options? Like, I don't know what you're asking me with this right now. It's on a rocket. I don't know what to tell you. Let's see if I can make any sense of it for you. But I'm not really a fan of. This could take some time, and I don't want to take too much time. So what I would be doing right now is waiting to see if we come back to retest this line right here of 382.35. If we can fall back, then this could be a potential re-entry, right? For a continuation or a call. However, if we are to come down and we fall below this line, right, then you're looking for something like this. Point of control, we got to decide if we're going to respect it and go back up, or say screw it and go down here. So this is kind of what's happening with this position here, okay? I'm going to get rid of the arrow so you can see. So come back down for retracement, and market needs to make a direction. It needs to decide where we're going, and then I'm marking it red so you can see clearly of what I'm thinking here. Okay. Now, as far as where we're headed, for direction, I mean, for take profit target towards the upside, then that's 408.53. Okay, that would be my ceiling for the most part, or the next leg to which I'm expecting buyers and sellers to kind of be in agreement of price, and the stock is going to have to make choose a direction. Okay, too long on coin, but I'm going to set an alert on this. Alert. I'm going to double back on this and deal with my alerts later. Those that are on my Discord already know what time it is. I'm working on setting up real-time alerts for everybody, so you know when I get triggered, you get triggered. Let's see. Hey, Denise is in here. All right. APLD calls. VRT. Okay, I'm only going to do one. APLD. So I've already done APLD during the live trading session. If you were there, great. If you weren't, whatever, right? But at the end of the day, I identified a symmetrical triangle again, right? But on the 1 hour chart, you do have to realize that we do have a demand zone. Demand is where the buyers live. And one thing you can point out right away is that this is acting as an aggressive zone, right? And the reason for it is because you see here and here, you're seeing strong reactions at this level, right? So that tells you that the buyers are here, right? They're telling the sellers that no, you can't come in. But we are trading below the point of control, which is, you know, where the buyers and sellers are in agreement of price on the volume profile. And then you also have to recognize that this is a neutral position, right? You have a D-shaped pattern, right? Essentially. So just be careful with APLD. As of right now, we did sell off, right? We did do a double top, essentially. We did break below this neckline. We fell through, we retested, we came down, and now we're falling below this symmetrical triangle or neutral position, as if, or indicating that we would sell off some more. But will that happen? Given how aggressive we're responding to this level, it could very well just mean that we're staging up for a potential rocket towards the upside on APLD. Okay, so that is a strong possible. Okay, but if we break below demand at 915, right, then hold up. Yep, I'm gonna set my alert here, and I'm gonna set my alert here at 936. This is something to watch out for, y'all, for a huge move. And then if you are playing APLD, I will look for a leap option. I would look to buy like a January 2026 contract and then just hold it. If we get the right reaction that I'm looking for here, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be a nice ride toward the upside. So I'm doing that. Anyway, moving on. I got all the alerts set for APLD. Alex, my dog. Did you just hit me with another one? I don't know, but I appreciate you so much if I missed that. Okay, what else we got? I'm almost done, y'all. I got like 1 or 2 minutes left. UNH, UnitedHealth. They still falling, right? Or did they come back? Oh, they made a little bounce back. So I already set this up. We had our take profit target. I set this before we even fell to this level, and look how close we got. Right? If you were there, you were there. And then I said that we would look for calls if we were to break above this level and confirm, which we did. We broke above, and then you see we had supply that then became demand, and we had an aggressive zone that was formed. Okay, so you should have been in calls this whole time. As far as where you need to be right now, that's kind of just a hard thing to say right now because we're in a descending triangle. Okay, so let me just do this quick, and then I'm gonna move on with my life. So you see this huge descent here. I'm gonna go from this peak to this peak. Okay, let's go with the yellows. Let's go with the yellows. All right, and then, but it's also a just a descending channel. I might have to go to the day and just get a better overall look. Just bear with me, y'all. I'm going to the day so I can get a better look on this one. And I'll do 2 more, okay? Okay. So yeah, this is kind of, hold up, let me make sure I'm not tweaking. If I do it this way. All right, so I'm gonna let y'all know that I see 2 patterns here. One is called a megaphone pattern, okay? Megaphone pattern is where you have a narrow start and you kind of have a wider body, right? As you go up, okay? So I don't know if that's the pattern that's going on because we're kind of breaking through right now. The other pattern that I seen was just a ascending channel, right? But this is all gross. This is all gross. Like, so there's no real substance to kind of like dial it up to. So that's also a possibility. And then that would mean that we have broken trend or broken structure and fell below our ascending line of previous support. And now that's the new resistance, right? So that's another pattern that I'm seeing. But ultimately though, based on this, I'm going to assume that this is just a neutral position. Okay. I want to tell you what I see overall, but then this is a neutral position. And I can see a descending triangle forming and then a direction being chosen. So with UNH, if you know neutral positions, you understand that there's a probability of the direction to which it's going to go. And then this one has a 52% probability of going towards the upside. Just know. But keep in mind, neutral positions typically give you a false move before it takes off, right? So just know what's what. If we come back down to UNH and retouch $28.03, then that might be a prime opportunity for you to hop into longs. Give yourself some time. Not financial advice, but play the bid, not the ask or the mid, because I'm sure that the spread is about $3 to $5. So you don't want to buy the ask because that means you're instantly negative on that play. Okay, so CRM, hold on. Coin, we already did coin. Okay. All right, I'll do CRM and then I'll do one more and then I gotta call it good. Give me one moment. One moment, everybody. Do me a favor. Take a pause If you're not, hit the like button. Do that for your boy real quick. Just do it for me. Don't, yeah. Do it for me. All right. Give me a minute. If you guys are interested in becoming members, then there's the link right there. Okay. We have a small community, and it's all about love and support, keeping everybody on the main thing, keeping the main thing the main thing. Okay. I'm gonna pin it to the top of the comments. And we're gonna leave it at that. Okay. So CRN. Okay. I mean, we keep falling into these positions where I'm talking about neutral positions a lot. And it makes sense because it's kind of just what the market is doing right now. So that's the daily. We are in a symmetrical triangle right now on the daily time frame for this stock, okay, for CRN, right? And what we're doing right now, we're looking for a breakout. And I guarantee you likely that we're at a point of control. Yep, that's the area of interest. Makes total sense. I don't need the volume profile to tell me what's going on because I can read price action, right? So we're in a neutral position, but this is hot right now, okay? This is actually a good stock to keep on your radar for those that are watching, right? Why? Because we're at the end of a neutral position, okay? And a decision is about to be made. We're either about to fall off and retest right here at 228.92, or we're gonna take off and then retest 295.90. Okay, one of the two is about to happen. Okay, so I like to do this and go green, and then go here. And this way, I'm pretty much showing you where your take profit targets are and all of this. Okay, so look for a breakout on this play. I mean, that's all I can tell you right now. If I zoom in, get a better look, but ultimately it's kind of doing what it's supposed to do. Okay, all right, so if you're looking to enter this position, as of right now, it looks like we're gonna sell off, but I gotta zoom out to see how we fell into this play. Okay, so we came into this neutral position bullish. So that means that there's a 52% chance that we actually rocket back towards the upside. So if we climb above 270.40, then I would consider that an early entry. Or if we retake this ascending line of previous support that looks like it could be resistance, then that's a potential entry for a call as well, just so you know. All right. Hopefully that all makes sense. I'll do one more. VOYG. Denise, I see you. Okay, this is my last one, but don't disappear. All right, we're gonna do some closing statements and then we're gonna keep it moving. All right. What is it? Voyager Technologies? Okay. All right, Denise, D-Nice. Well, I need to get better at calling these out. That way my editor can know what the heck I'm talking about and edit these videos appropriately. This is a VOYG, Voyager Technologies. Denise is looking for a long-term play, specifically a hold for her long-term portfolio. Well, instantly, hold up. A couple things that are going on here. Long-term plays, we're gonna take a little time, okay? All right. Man, okay. So essentially, I mean, this is pretty straightforward as far as just a quick entry and exit type situation. Like, you have your level of resistance, right? Your previous support that became resistance, and now we're fighting and clawing to kind of find our way back above it. Essentially, if you can get strong confirmation above this line, then you're more likely to be good to go with calls. However, understand that, you know, we're at a point of control, which I knew that when I drew this line. a point of interest. And then, but the POC is down here. So I don't know. Essentially, it's what I said. I'll adjust this a little bit here, but essentially at 42.78, you're gonna be looking for confirmation above that. If we fall below this level, that'll be your stop loss. I don't care. Like, if this falls below this, there's not really much that's keeping it down or stopping it from falling back to this gravitational pull here at the POC. So, but yeah, it's in an uptrend. So I guess you're bullish, even though you fell down. I guess you're bullish for as long as you break this level and we maintain, you know, this trend. So that means that your play is still valid. Your play is invalidated if you break this uptrend, right? If you break this uptrend, right, then you're invalidated. And you probably should pull out and wait for your moment to re-enter. Okay? But as of right now, let's get rid of this. We'll take another look and then see how things are lining up. I gotta be done here. Okay. So from a zoomed out perspective on the 1 hour, you're in a technical downtrend. I think you can see that. But you got to a point where you started to trade sideways. We're living above this halfway point right here, which tells you that there's a breakout potentially about to happen towards the upside. So that's what you're looking for. This right here at 42.78 would be a break of structure for you, confirmation, and then you're riding this wave all the way to the upside. And it's a pretty solid move to $50. So, and then also, I'm going to show you something that you've seen me talk about time and time again. What is this called? Denise, what is this called? I'm going to check the chat in 3, 2, 1. What's this chart pattern, everybody? Anybody? What's that? Can anybody tell me? Good job, Denise. Shout out to you. All right, so that's it, everybody. Let's go here. That is a wrap. Your boy did it again. I think that was an absolutely a great live stream. I think. If you don't think it was great, then let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to make some adjustments because I'm in service to you. So, up and down and out. Let's go. All right. Any questions, comments, concerns? That's hey, somebody in the group got this hoodie. I'm just clicking on my links and see what's here because I was trying to show something particular, but I couldn't find it. If you're interested in any of the merch, that is on my website. And that website is sacrificeforriches.com/shop. I'll pop that in here right now. If you're interested, go ahead, support your boy. But also, you get to rep something that I think can resonate with everybody. This channel started off as Stocks4Rell, right? And this is my my virtual journal, right? Essentially for my trading journey, right? I exposed myself. I shared all my flaws. I shared all of my therapy sessions that I was in. That's part of a podcast that I think is public, but nonetheless, I shared a lot of information, and then it started to grow, right? And then it became bigger than me. So from that respect, we turned it into S4R, right? And because I was selling journals, and I still have a journal that I sell on Amazon. I'm also working on an app that is going to be for members only to start, and that's going well. But that's kind of like the virtual version of my printable journal, but with a lot more stuff to it. But anyway, but I didn't want people to have a journal that said Stocks4Rell when your name isn't Rell and the journal isn't, So I changed it to S4R, as you can see at the top. Then brain started to spin, and then I was like, okay, what is something that I've consistently done and sacrificed? I mean, a lot of people were part of my journey when I stopped drinking, and I gave up many other things to go up. So sacrifice for riches is what the new name is, and then that's also my business name. So that's my DBA, sacrifice for riches. So now we rock the brand, right? And it makes sense to me. It's dope, absolutely dope, because it represents who I am and what I've done and the journey I've been on, and I'm sure that can resonate with a lot of people. So don't buy it for me, buy it for you, right? If you want to see some of the stuff, I can share a window quick, but otherwise, you know what I will do? I would share a window. This isn't a plug for that, but why not? So this right here is the website. Again, it's not supposed to be about this, but it is what it is. And phone case. So every time the market calls, that's what they call me on, right? So all phone cases, and then I got kid stuff coming too. So nonetheless, that's what I got. Okay, let's get rid of that. Any questions, comments, concerns? Hoodie. It's the hoodie says process over profits. Process over profits. One of our Discord members just got one of those. She actually won the hoodie, and she's the first to get it. So that's fire, and I can't wait for mine to get in the mail too. So, but this is also what it says on my journal on Amazon. And on Amazon, you can just search Stocks4Rell, and you can find my trading journal there. Okay, which this right here. All right, let's see what the chat says. And then I gotta get going. Hoodie looks smooth. Hey, rock the hoodie. I mean, buy it for real. So look, here's my thing with gear at this point. I'd rather rock something that I believe in, and then something that I, actually like represent versus a Nike or Reebok or whatever, right? Like, I have my shoes. It is what it is. But I hope that one day my whole wardrobe is just brand stuff that represents me, because it's stuff that I'm willing to and wanting to rock on a daily basis. Nike got enough money. How to let winners run, not cut so early. Did you mean general questions? Sorry, Zebo. That is some training stuff. So please decide to become a member, because that's stuff that I talk about, and it takes time, big dog. It takes time for me to talk about stuff like that. If you need a journal, hold up. I'll send a link here in just a moment. Stocks4Rell trading journal. I make like $3 on these journals, y'all. So like, if y'all want it, great. I made it. It was my personal journal that I put together for me. Me and my wife put it together based on my personality. Keep it simple, right? The journals get too complex and complicated. So this is my way of simplifying things, and then also minimizing my trades, and then just keeping the main thing. Because if you give me a journal and it's a lot of blank space, I'm gonna fill it, because I got a lot to say. And it's not supposed to be about that. It's supposed to be real simple and easy to fill out. and it does not supposed to feel like a burden or a hassle for you to do it. I hear you 100. All my clothing and stuff that reps me. I love that, Zebo. Yeah, absolutely, man. Hey, if you come over, we love to have you. You know, I do what I can. This is not my full-time job. I just want anybody to know that's joining my Discord. This is just, I do my best to help, and then I do my best to provide plays and stuff that would hopefully help pay for the membership itself. Anything between that is extra. I do my best. Trust me when I say I try my best to go above and beyond the value of the tiers that's listed and the price you pay. But again, it's not my full-time job. I do my best though. Great collection. Thanks for sharing. All love. All right, y'all. This is all I got. I got a lot of work to do, so I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Shout out to y'all. Sacrifice for riches, Stocks4Rell. Talk to y'all later.